You have gone there, and then when your contract has ended, you are coming home. You have stolen even the mattress and curtains.
Yeah, it's Tonchi, Okay, John. Oya movement.
Guys, so you're welcome to my channel. This is Namens here. If it's the first time of visiting the channel, I would entreat you to subscribe to it and you click on all, so whenever I upload other videos, you get to see them. Alright guys, so there is this issue going on recently, and I want to have a say. There's this Nigerian guy who granted an interview to the BBC, and apparently he spoke about a lot of things and how Nigerians and Africans in general use these student visas and other means. Like generally how a lot of Africans use the back doors to enter the UK and other countries. And it's sparked a lot of how do you call it, outpour or outcry on the African continent. A lot of people are angry that he actually more or less exposed how a lot of Africans, the means a lot of Africans use to migrate to Europe and elsewhere. So it's been a talk of the time. That's what I want to talk a little bit about. So you see, we are the kind of people that like breaking the plate after we've eaten. I can give a typical story, all right, about how we like breaking the plate after we've eaten. Now, in my work as I would say a travel agent, yeah, I've had incidents where people who have come to me people who have come to me wanting to travel did not have all the monies that they required, all right, and I've had to kind of let them go with the hope that when they get there they're going to pay up. It happened once, it happened twice, it happened thrice. They didn't pay once they left. So you see, the first person after he had eaten broke the plate. The second person did the same. The third person did the same. And so when the fourth incident came up, this time around, I think that guy may have paid. Well, that's what I thought, because he sounded so desperate and so genuine. But all the other three had also sounded desperate and genuine and didn't pay. So I couldn't risk again, you see, and that guy couldn't go. And it's been something that sometimes I look back and I'm like, maybe this guy would have paid though. But then how? Well, who am I to tell? Because three people had done the same thing, they didn't pay. Now I'll also give you another story. In October, yeah, a group of us went to Qatar for the World Cup. We went under MSC, and we were accommodated at there is a workers' accommodation called Asian City. So we were accommodated there. MSC had contracted Innovations to recruit for them. So when we went there, we were under Innovations, and then they gave us, even though we worked for MSC, right? But Innovations is the company that gave us our accommodation and all that. Okay. So we were there from October to December for the World Cup period. And I left much earlier when the job was done. I left and came back to Ghana. So there were, of course, accommodation included mattresses, curtains, air conditioners, Wi-Fi routers, blankets, and all that. All right, so we went through the 3 months period, and the contract ended. This thing I'm talking about, breaking the plates after we've eaten, is typical of us, and it's high time we put a stop to it, because if not, it's going to haunt us everywhere that we go to. So what happened was, the little hitch, maybe some little issue, you find my African brothers up in arms. Like we were behaving there as if like back home we were doing so well, but we all know that the continent is not doing too well. Leadership has been so poor. Even though we should be doing well, we should be living there and enjoying lives, we should be living here and enjoying lives, we are not, because leadership has been so poor. Is it even poor? I think it's even lacking or non-existent. So a lot of us want to leave, But once we move out of here, we have that tendency of breaking the plates after we've eaten. We don't think about those who are back home and would want to also come one day. So then once we get there, we mess up everything, and those who are back home wanting to also migrate, the chances of migrating ceases. Hey, Charlie, this dog was on they know. So this thing happened also when we went to Qatar. We were over 100 and I think 180 Ghanaians. We were the majority of staff. MSC recruited Ghanaians, Indians, Uzbekistans, Kenyans, a bit of Kenyans and a bit of Ugandans. Yeah. So we made up the staff for MSC that went to work on the MSC cruise ship. All right. There were 3 cruise ships: Portia, Europa, and Portia, Europa, and I've forgotten the other one. But there were 3 cruise ships that we went to work in. So, like I was saying, I left earlier and came to Ghana. Then I think the next day I had left a package for one of the guys who were coming in the next day. So I went to the airport to pick my package. I went with my wife. Then I went to pick my package. So after I had picked the package, I happened to give one of the guys who had come in that day a lift. And he was going to, he's not going to Accra Mall, right? He was going to, he alighted at Accra Mall. So when he alighted, and I was going to help him take his box off the car, then I found a mattress in the box. You are laughing. Then I realized, I recognized that the mattress was one of the mattresses that we had been offered when we were in Qatar. Like the accommodation, the mattresses that we slept on. This guy had actually folded the mattress into a box and had brought it home. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck? And apparently when I queried, it wasn't only him. A lot of the guys had picked the mattresses, the curtains. They said some even tried removing the route. They said in a different company, Regency, they had also gone for the World Cup. Some people even tried stealing routers. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with us as a people? What is wrong with us as a people? So you have gone there, and then when your contract has ended, you are coming home. You have stolen even the mattress and curtains. Like even if they had the chance, they would have removed the air conditioners and brought them home. So what have you done? You have broken the plate after you've eaten, because this company will never think of recruiting Ghanaians again. Imagine the reports that will be sent to them after we had all left, and they come to our rooms and realize that the rooms that were allocated to the Ghanaians, mattresses and curtains are missing. What kind of reports would they send to Innovations or MSC, and what kind of image would that create for us? It's sometimes I wonder why. And even this company told us that we can go away with our uniform. The uniforms that was provided for us, we could go away with them, and also the blankets, we could go away with them. And the people, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. So you were there when and Charlie, sometimes we are messed up as a people. Because but I'm even here. Because sometimes some of these things you don't even know. How are we behaving like this? And then we expect that companies like that will come back to recruit us. Some of these guys who did some of these things are back home wanting to go back. How do you expect that such companies will want us back with them? How? So that they will bring you back, and then you come and work on their cruise ships, and maybe next time you even steal the ship engine. Or you. Charlie, thanks for watching. God bless, and catch you another time.
Yeah.